Middle Tennessee State is really shitting the fucking bucket to Austin Peay. I hate sports. Ooh, good sack. Am I allowed? That was a wild statement. Nah, that was a wild statement. Oh, I got the clips of
one of the toughest things to do in all of
clips of
college
LSU
football
game on the big
is
TV.
win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up.
Wow. Look at that defensive hold. This should look clear as fuck. You see this here?
So Stanford's offense will come out first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like...
What the hell is that on the edge? That's me team like the same. That's me team. That'd be good. Deep down. Who does that? Cap out. Cap all these cats. Oh, the cornerback at the top, he's slow as shit, but he can hoop. Bar stay with them. Got the first one playing out there.
Sometimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success. Starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle from.
Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Tight end now in motion. Back to the ground game on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Brown wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it. In so many different ways, he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around.
Hey, girl.
Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hampton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. A little floater there that falls incomplete. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Stanford going back to work with another first down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock.
Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stanford gets it started with a first down play. Trying to run it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown, Stanford! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's hard. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Jennings. Quickly out to the tight end. The Mustangs are stopped, but... Getting it past the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. run for it on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really
There he goes. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Mustangs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Makes the grab. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves.
Breaks into the open. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Dumps it to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move, it's Harden. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense set for a first down play. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Green. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Parrish. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, the head coach has a big decision.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. The quick out. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. Brown wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Cardinal! And that one will give him the lead. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Pulls it, fired complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Made a defender miss. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The RPO, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the give off the left side. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Turning it on. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, running back on the move. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll run it from the gun. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Holden finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Quick step and go. It's a seam wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He slides that just inside the right upright. That slices the lead to 2. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. New Mexico State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Lobos that fired on all cylinders. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs onto the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job. Get the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Gets it inside the 30, down 27, a pickup of 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? It's part of the fun, right? And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Brown will throw it. Touchdown, Cardinal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. And make him forget that.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got.
Breaks into the open. He'll get out of bounds, and they've got 17 ticks remaining.
This offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.